Hi everyone, I'm Ian Cummins. I'm the co-pastor at Montview Boulevard Presbyterian Church in Denver, Colorado. And this is the third episode of what I'm calling Reflections from the Hermitage. It's been a couple of weeks since my last one, and that wasn't intentional, but it was 2 weeks ago today that George Floyd was killed in Minneapolis, and the protests and the escalating violence that we've been witnessing since then has certainly given me pause around these reflections. It feels like a privileged thing to do, to talk about the kinds of things I want to talk about here. Not that they're not important, but maybe not so important right now. And in some ways, this Hermitage is a great metaphor for these times for people like me, because it's a place to be quiet and a place to listen to my own heart and to listen to the world. And that, I think, is what we need more of, and especially from people who are in the world who look like me, who have had easy access to platforms and the stage and get to speak and be heard. That this is an invitation to talk a little less and to listen to the pain of our brothers and sisters, and not to stop there though, because at the same time, having access to platforms, there's a white silence that needs to end, and that's frightening for me as a white male who's had lots of privilege, and I'm afraid I'm going to step in it and say the wrong thing if I do step out and speak. But there's a role for all of us to not only listen, but to also to be a part of the solution, and to ask our institutions, whether it's our churches or our schools or our governments, local and federal, are we creating the world we want to live in? Are we creating space around the table where everyone can feel heard and safe to be there, safe to walk down the streets? These are questions that I haven't had to ask in my life, and I need to be honest about that. And this feels like a time to listen well, and then to make sure we're also speaking up. So that's the reflection from the Hermitage this week.